Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, Can Money Buy Eternity? Jeff Bezos, by source interestingengineering.com. And this article is entitled, Jeff Bezos is funding a lab to extend his life. Can money buy eternity? We are one step closer to discovering the answer. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos has invested in a new research-based startup named Altos Labs, which is dedicated to figuring out how to reverse the aging process. This is not a first for the richest man in modern history, who apparently doesn't want to grow old. Bezos has already invested in anti-aging research before, most notably in a San Francisco firm called Unity Technologies in 2018, a biotech company that aims to develop anti-aging therapies. Altos Labs was founded earlier this year and has raised at least $270 million dollars to develop biological reprogramming technology, according to a securities disclosure filed in June. The startup aims to find a way to rejuvenate cells in the lab that some scientists believe may be applied to complete animal bodies. From there, the next step could be extending human life. The secretive company is hiring academics who will be investigating how cells age and what can be done to slow down the aging process so that our tissues age more slowly, offering scientists 1 million annual salaries. The goal of Altos Labs is to use biological reprogramming, which is the process of instructing cells or introducing elements that allow cells to revert to a younger embryonic stage, effectively reversing their entire aging process. Calico, which draws comparisons to Altos, also has a lab that focuses on reprogramming and has published its first preprint on the topic earlier this year. Can money buy eternity? No. And eternity slash everlasting life is an attribute for the nation of Israel once the kingdom of heaven is formulated on earth, beginning with Yahweh and the hopeful elect. Okay? And just to prove that, Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. You can equate this scripture with everlasting life or eternity or eternal. Okay? It's one precept. Okay. All right. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but your word, O Lord, which heal all things. Verse 13. For you have power of life and death. You lead to the gates of hell and bring up again. Verse 15. But it is not possible to escape your hand. All right? Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Control life and death. And I don't give a damn how many scientists Bezos hire. Okay? Once the Most High pulls your card, There's no more negotiations. There's nothing you can do. Okay? Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Reverting back to Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 15. But it is not possible to escape your hand. Point blank, period. Bezos is a fool. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. Verse 15. So look upon all the works of the Most High, hence life and death, and there are two and two, one against another. Okay? There's nothing Bezos can do. He can give them 30 million annually. Okay? There's nothing he can do. Psalm chapter 90, verse 10. Let's start at verse 9. For all our days are passed away in your wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. Verse 10, that's the point. The days of our years are 60 years and 10, 70. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, okay, 80, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away. Meaning what? We perish. Okay? So if a person makes it to 80 years old, all right, they may have to take a lot of medication, all right, on a breathing machine, okay, on a cane, and that hub around thing, okay? So the Most High gives us 70 years. What is Bezos talking about? The days of our years are 60 years and 10, 70. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away. All right? So the Most High controls life and death. Okay? There's nothing we can do. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord, and not your scientist, Jeff Bezos. Okay? Let's go to Luke, I think it's 16. And 22. And it came to pass that the beggar, referring to Lazarus, who is a representation for the nation of Israel and the kingdom of heaven, died, okay, and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. Now, Abraham's bosom is a representation for the kingdom of heaven. The rich man, all right, referring to the nobility of Edom, all right, trickling down to all Edomites, all right, also died and was buried. Verse 23, and in hell he lift up his eyes, meaning what? In our kingdom, okay? In our kingdom, okay? He will serve us. Hardcore slavery, okay? See, hell is a condition. Heaven is a condition played out on earth. So, and in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torments, and see Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. All right. And this is a representation for the nation of Israel in the kingdom of heaven, and Esau serving us in hardcore slavery, which also is classified as hell. And Jeff Bezos don't want no part of this. Okay? See, he knows that Yahweh and Yahushua are dark-skinned entities. All right? He knows that they're Israelites. And he doesn't want to appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua. And therefore, he's trying to extend his life. Think about it. All right. But what Jeff Bezos is doing fulfills prophecy. Let's go to Psalm 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, these Edomites, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Houses. Not only their physical houses, okay, but their bodies. Let's focus on houses. According to the Hebrew, Strong's H 104, Bayaf, which means what? Also 1C, human bodies. Now, when we put this together, this is the reason why Jeff Bezos, okay, is attempting to extend his life, paying these researchers, okay, to reverse aging. All right. This scripture also supports what? Transhumanism. Okay. Because Esau know, beginning with the nobility, they know that Yahweh and Yahushua are Israelites. Okay. I think one of those Kennedy presidents stated that, what if we died and went to heaven and found out that God was a black man? So they know. Okay? So the answer to the question, can money buy eternity? Hell no. Lord, we're edify. Shalom.